Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we are back on GarageBand iOS doing how to sound like Lil Baby. We're gonna see how to get your track from sounding like this. Fuck around or drown, off this way, doing all the shows, I've been on the road, I don't care where I go, to this. Drip too hard, don't stand too close, you gon' fuck around or drown, off this way, doing all the shows, I've been on the road, I don't care where I go, long as I get paid. Bad little vibe, she been on my mind, soon as I get back, she gets slayed. Alright, so let's get straight into this. Now I have two tracks here, and both use the auto-tune preset that I created in one of my first videos. You can search it up, it's called Easiest Way to Auto-Tune in GarageBand iOS. Before you do anything with Lil Baby, go make sure you get that preset set up. It'll come up with these preset tracks right here, and then you work off that to get your Lil Baby sound. So go do that first, that'll make this a lot easier. So once you have your auto-tune preset up, we're going to have all these effects, and we're going to start with the visual EQ. With Lil Baby, you see a lot of his bass tones kind of get cut out. He really boosts that high end to get some of that crispiness you hear in his voice, and he takes that mid end out. So that's what I did here. Next thing is our compressor. So the threshold is at how loud the compressor will start to work at and at how loud it'll be at. It's at negative 20.5 decibels. So it's definitely doing some work to keep the flow compressed, consistent, just like Lil Baby, but it's not all over the place as well. The ratio, 3.6. Your ratio is just about how the compression is, how much the compression actually works, and your attack is how fast the compression works. If you get an attack closer to 0, it's going to have more compression. Attack closer to 200, you're going to have less compression. Now for your gain, it's literally just how loud your track is. So that's how loud you want it to be. Your mix is how much of the compression actually mixes into your track. So with the auto-tune preset, next thing, you're going to have these three tracks right here. Your plugins right here. Track, reverb, effect, EQ, enhanced tuning. Once you have that in your preset, which you'll get from your auto-tune preset, like I said before, do that first. Make sure enhanced tuning is on, effect EQ is on, but turn off track reverb. So you may be wondering, how are we going to get our reverb? Here's how we're going to get our reverb. So, if you go to Master Effects, Reverb, Large Hall, that's your reverb. Your echo is default. So that's for Master Effects. You don't want it too much. Gonna add some space and some echo. Lil Baby definitely uses that. It's gonna sound a lot more like him. Now, one thing that also adds to the textures and colors of this is having a separate track for some ad-libs, for some extras, little harmonies if you want. And this is what I have right here. Off this way, I've been on the road, long as I get paid. So as you can hear, there's a lot of echo on that, and there's some stuff that I did with the EQ. So let's get into the EQ first. You're going to go into plugins and EQ, visual EQ, and this is the EQ I used. I took out a lot of that bass end, a lot of that mid end, and boosted the treble. It's going to create a little more context in the sound contrast in the sound between your main track and your ad-lib track. And your ad-lib track is going to be a little bit less present, it's a little more subtle, and it's going to again add contrast. If you want, you can even pan it. Take the pan right here, it'll come out a little bit in either the left or right. That's another way to add space. Other thing I did for more contrast is going to Master Effects. Same thing I did here, Large Hall and Default, is I raised them a bunch. As you can see in the first track, they're down. Ad-lib track, they're higher. So that's what I did. Everything else is the same. And that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. If you guys have any projects you need mixed or mastered, make sure to hit me up on Instagram at AAMIT36. DM me and I'll make sure to get to you. And if you guys have any projects you want mixed and mastered, I do a full mastering mixing package with studio quality for just $20. And I'll get it back to you within 24 hours. And I got a website coming out soon, big things with all the info, and you can buy custom preset packs for vocals, for instrumentals. You can buy my beats. You can and way more info about my mixing services as well. All that good stuff coming soon. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. And as always, peace.